Just a short time ago, they're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the... They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship.
Importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were losers.
Give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Brady now on first down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 3 catches, 52 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down.
They'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Milton Williams
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Well, for the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the...
Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's going to be dropped. 15-yard line.
T.J. Edwards. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive.
Here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 6 catches, 61 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, it certainly feels like we can't mention Greg Ward without using the phrase converted quarterback, but he's turned into an excellent, dependable receiver. Wound up leading the Eagles with 53 catches last season.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out. But they'll do so fatigued.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brady now on first down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Yes, sir, Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up, looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A handoff to Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
flush to his right. And he's got his big tight end here. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Here's Brady. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. A solid stiff arm. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Alex Singleton buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver. And he's into
the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the turn next play really applies here. He's got to move on. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Hurts. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. That's caught by Howard. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 3rd down, Fournette. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Thank you. All right, let's go. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Fournette, a 1st down carry. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Offside defense. We can't have that.
So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. And Succop will put this one right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Hurts flushed out right. Well, that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Hurts throw here complete to Ward. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Off to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
From the 45 on second down, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second and a yard. Brady.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette,
his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On on 2nd and 9. Brady, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have taken down at the 7-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they can't bring him down. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Hurts, flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He's going to be tough to bring down.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Fournette. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Another completion for Tom Brady, and I just know that in his New England days, he would fight to stay out there until the end, until that clock hit zeros. But here in Tampa Bay, I just wonder if they'll want him to come out of the game and hand him the baseball cap in recognition of a job well done.
Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski from 6 yards away. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone. And the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front.